disruption to regular business operations and the need to adopt remote working processes has led to a spike in demand for bandwidth and cloud storage. This has also led to an increase in demand for security technologies, which can keep our systems safe. To talk more on this, joining me now is Sharad Sanghi, CEO of Global Data Centers and Cloud Infra India (NTT), a global provider of essential services to clients in close to 90 countries and across all major industry verticals. NTT helps clients run their businesses seamlessly by providing them services such as secured remote working, digital events and meetings, business continuity, and data security solutions. Sharad, many thanks for joining us today. Now, my first question is that digital tools and automation have enabled clients to continue operating during the COVID-19 outbreak, but take me through some of the security risks due to work from home. There is, of course, risk of data theft when employees log in remotely using devices like computers, tablets, or smartphones.
Yes, there is an incremental security threat with this pandemic and employees working from home. There are multiple issues here. One is that the employees, could maliciously use the data on their laptops and upload them to the cloud. The other issue is, there's just not, people had to scramble and work from home. There was not enough security hygiene on the laptops and end user devices, and therefore they get compromised. And the third is, of course, there's an increased number of attacks that are happening during this pandemic, whether it's the denial of service attacks or phishing attacks that you see, and that also ends up compromising employees working from home.
Correct. You spoke about phishing attacks, and recently cyber intelligence firm CyFirma recently warned of a threat to Indian firms by hacking groups. What are your views on the cyber attack, and what do we do about this?
So, in addition to CyFirma warning Indian companies and enterprises and government organizations on attacks from potentially China and other attacks, there have been a lot of attacks even prior to this in the last 3 months. And these range from denial of service attacks and several other attacks. And the problem is that, most companies in India are not, geared up for some of these attacks. So a lot of them tend to adopt security solutions only once they are attacked and to save face. They don't take enough measures, for example, for prevention, right? And these attacks are of three kinds. There are cases where enterprises are directly targeted. There are some cases where enterprise become, collateral damage. And there's some cases where enterprise servers are compromised to launch attacks on other enterprises. So these attacks have increased over the last 3 months.
So, Sharad, so what are some of the big challenges that your clients are facing currently, and what are the products and services from your company that are most in demand during these times?
So as I said, lack of preparedness is a big challenge. There are, 1,800 different products and solutions that different companies provide. So that kind of confuses the clients, right?
Yeah.
Recognizing that cybersecurity could potentially have very, very significant impact on the company. And now with even data protection laws coming in soon, any kind of negligence could have not only loss of data and reputation, but also significant fines. And so this recognition is now happening in companies. In terms of products and services that our company provides, they range from various aspects. So when you take the work from home situation, we have products like zero trust services, where you log into a zero trust server that authenticates and authorizes what applications the user can use, and only then allows the user into the system. They also include denial of service attack preventions, secure DNS, because there have been a lot of attacks on the domain name servers of enterprises. So we have those kind of solutions as well. And also we have, around the clock monitoring security service, where we deploy tools that kind of alert us of any kind of attacks on enterprises, and we can take proactive measures and also, quickly respond in case the attacker gets in. And we also have vulnerability assessment services to see how vulnerable a client is. So there's a whole, series of comprehensive services that we offer clients. And
Okay.
this way, what happens if they work with a managed security service provider like us, they don't have to worry about selecting which tool, because there are different vendors. We provide this as a service, so it becomes much easier for the client.
All right, Sharad. Now, before I let you go, take me through the future plans. The NTT Group invests $3.6 billion in R&D annually. Any new products in the pipeline that further ensure safety and security of businesses, or any expansion plans on the cards?
So, entity from a research perspective, entity is spending a significant amount of money in future technologies. These are headquartered
Yeah.
in two main locations. One is in Palo Alto, California, and one is in Japan itself. These technologies range from advanced security, cybersecurity algorithms to quantum computing to bioinformatics and a lot of other areas. But these will result in products in the time to come. In India itself, we have a research and development center and engineering center in Pune and Bombay, and we continue to innovate in India itself, of course, working closely with Japan and the US. And some of the products and services that we've launched in the last few months include, application performance management. They include some of the security services I talked about earlier, like zero trust and
Yeah.
others. They also include services on disaster recovery and business continuity.
All right, Sharad. We wish you the very best with all your plans.